Please note that you must be physically present in the council. You all know that. When you come forward, please state your name and address for the record before speaking. This will be the only chance to speak before the city council, and you'll be allowed 3 minutes. So,
Joe?
Joe Crouch.
Joe Crouch, 2801 Tierra. Number one, first, I know it's been a couple of months since I brought up the issue of off-road vehicles and stuff in our neighborhood. That has pretty much been taken care of by that group of people. We have new players. So it's still an ongoing issue. Secondly, having the no parking signs on our street taken care of, and that has helped. It hasn't completely fixed the problem, but it has helped. Okay, now I'd like to talk about the building permits and stuff that you guys are all going to be talking about here soon. I understand that from the storm damage, we did not make everybody get building permits after the tornado and stuff. My issue, and I know I'm sure it was a staffing problem trying to take care of the normal building permits and checking on those, and then adding 3,000 more. I understand how that could be a problem. The problem becomes for the citizens, they need that protection more than any other time. Most people don't know the difference between a good job, a bad job, a job done right, and they need to have somebody inspect it for them. So that's kind of my thoughts on that. I've seen a lot of shoddy work done. The owners don't know the difference. They're getting a new roof on. Guy shows up in the morning, starts stripping the roof, go to work. They come back. They're finishing touches, cleaning up. They're not getting on that roof. They don't know if it was done good, right, proper. Plywood clips added with the plywood, hundreds of things. So as we change our rules, please keep that in mind that, you know, how many of you guys know the building code? Would you know that a job was done correctly or not? Or are you getting on that roof? Would you know that plywood clips were installed underneath the shingles? The only way to see that is through the attic now. Are you climbing through your attic? No. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Lou Caddick?
Evening, Lou.
I brought some handouts. My name is Lou Caddick. I live at 108 Bryan Trail in Arnold, Missouri. Good evening, council members. I'm here tonight to discuss.
Lou, can you get a little closer to that mic, or can we move the mic closer to you? You guys. All right, thank you.
Sorely. I don't know if it'll work. Is that better? I'll just talk.
Yeah, it's for the recording, actually. Thank you.
I'm here tonight to discuss two things. First, to introduce the council to AC Towing LLC, and the second, to discuss our interest in procuring the towing contract for the city of Arnold. AC Towing is a growing company that is a veteran-owned business and has been serving this community for the past 4 years. We are located at 1399 Lonedale Road, and we are within the city limits. We are proud that we have maintained a record of 0 workplace accidents, and our company has also earned several top honors, including the 2025 AAA Battery Service Provider of the Year Award and the 2025 AAA Service Provider of the Year Award, encompassing a 7-state region, including Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Mississippi, Kansas, and Arkansas. We also took home the 2024 Five Diamond Club Award, which recognizes exceptional customer service and operational excellence. These awards aren't just trophies we put on our shelf. They reflect our commitment to meeting and exceeding the highest industry standards every day. Our company has put Arnold, Missouri on the map for emergency roadside services with the largest motor club in the United States, which serves 61 million members nationwide. We complete approximately 1,330 calls for AAA every month. as well as serving those in our community who call on us, including the Highway Patrol. Our purpose goes beyond making a profit. It's about providing compassionate service to those who need it the most. To us, the people of Arnold and Jefferson County are not just clients or customers, they are the reason we do what we do. To ensure that we can meet the City of Arnold's expectations, we respectfully request an opportunity to review the city's current towing contract and the standards required for the city's work. Other questions we have include, what does the bidding process look like for the towing contract? How often does this contract come up for bid? What services are being provided by the current tow provider so that we are all on a level playing field to compete fairly? What does the length of the normal contract look like? And does the City of Arnold evaluate the performance of the towing provider? What are the next steps in competing for this contract, essentially? Although this isn't an exhaustive list of questions that we have, it is a start. So in closing, at the end of the day, we would simply like a seat at the negotiating table. Our hard work and our accolades are a testament to the type of company that we are and how hard we have worked to get to this point. AC Towing is ready to be your partner and serve the City of Arnold at the highest level. Thank you for your time, your service, and your consideration.
Thank you, Lou.
Gerald?
Gerald Poor, 756 Mary Lane. I want to start with the city website. It says if you ask a question, they'll get back to you in 24 hours. You never get back to me. So a person is only as good as their word. So remember that. I've been told that by people that dealt with the city. Next thing is you're talking about hiring a new attorney. I want to make sure you put out there how you come to a conclusion. City of Arnold is a business. You have no business experience, and you just have somebody look into it and figure it out. Because when you do the math on the attorney, there's a difference between hiring a full-time attorney that worked for the city or somebody that's got billable hours. Perfect example of that. You said hey, you get an answer in 24 hours. I sent a sunshine request in. I got a summons for court from the City of Arnold. A summons for court. To solve the problem on my sunshine request, I had to file a complaint with the Attorney General. He sent a letter to the law firm that represented the City of Arnold. I believe you were on the council at that time. I may be wrong, Bill.
I don't remember it, Gerald.
I believe the part about not remember, yes.
Well-
But anyway, about that, you tell people to ask questions. You know, I had to go to the Attorney General. He sent a letter to the law firm. I never did see the letter the Attorney General sent. I never seen the letter that went back from the attorney law firm. I will say at the end of the day, they answered exactly what I knew. Constant harassment from the city, continuous for 20 years. That's what I learned. The paperwork at the end of the day proved that. And I did get my answer, and the city did ask to dismiss the case, not me. That's just one thing. Now you want to make rules on the roofs and gutters. Picking somebody's color of their roof, I think, is too much. Does Jefferson County have a rules on roofs or makes you get a permit? Does St. Louis County? You need to go in there and say, out of how many cities like us do they have rules on roofs? Now, making rules on roofs, you need to think about insurance companies. You can force them to replace the whole roof, but you can't force them what their rates are going to be. You can't force them to not sell insurance in your area. If it's cheaper to have for an insurance company to do business, you have to have a business mind to understand that. Business experience. They're going to do the math. California, insurance companies pulled out completely. So when you make a decision, and insurance companies can change the rules. Maybe you got to replace the whole roof, but the guy says the roof is 10 years old. Insurance company says we're not going to pay for it all. We're going to pay for a percentage. So now you're putting that burden on that city owner. I mean, you got to look at the cost. I want to see the math. I asked to see on the TIF board where you spent your money. I have not seen that, or you haven't made it public to anybody. You say you want to be more transparent. You can't say those words and not do it. You earn your reputation. The only way you can change your reputation is change what you're doing. The city's creating blight in the City of Arnold. The auditor said you did things you shouldn't have done. How have you corrected them? Are you still buying property? Can you explain to somebody how? You want to make a connector road from 141 to Richardson Road? There's a thing out there where they did a study saying you shouldn't do it. You told me you don't know about it. I'm asking our new treasurer to look for it because it can be easily found. All you do is look, see where the checks were written. There's only a handful of people that do that. I know it exists. Our simple thing to do is pick up the phone, ask the old mayor and ask him. We had the conversation. It does exist. And so far, you guys are stonewalling us and not showing it. You know, do I need to go look for it? You're supposed to be representing the city, not me at this time. And I want to know why we have 2 inspections. What's the purpose? Need to explain that. And the city does not get along with the fire department. They used to work together. You don't do that. Explain why. What's the problem there? Got a lot of questions to answer. I'll get answers in 24 hours, like the website, or are you going to pull that down?
Come up here and see me tomorrow, Gerald. I'll tell you where we're at on some of those.
All right.
Anybody else? All right. Consent agenda, Tammy?
Items on tonight's consent agenda are meeting minutes from May 21st, 2026, meeting minutes from June 4th, 2026, payroll warrant number T01-002 in the gross pay amount of $424,903.21. Payroll warrant number T01-006 in the gross pay amount of $489,866.67. General warrant number 5907 in the total pay amount of $1,479,171.40. And general number 5908 in the total pay amount of $669,012.93.
All that when you take a week off. We need a motion and a second for approval. That'd be up to you folks.
I'll motion.
Brad, Michael? Roll call vote, please.
EJ Fleischman,
Yes.
Tim Seidenstricker,
Yes.
Michael Reithmeyer,
Yes.
Rodney Mullins,
Yes.
Troy Blackshear,
Yes.
Matthew Saller,
Yes.
Brad Carey,
Yes.
Michael Rother,
Yes.
8 yeas.
Okay. There are no ordinances tonight, so we have one resolution, 26-23.
Resolution number 2623, a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into a contract with Urban Planning and Development Corporation of America Incorporated to perform right-of-way acquisition services for the Palmy Road Phase 2 project.
James, that's you.
Yes, thank you. This is to enter a contract with Urban Planning and Development for Palmy Road Phase 2 right-of-way acquisition services. We had 2 proposals, but Urban Planning and Development stated their proposal, they could have the work completed by the end of the year. We like their proposal best. That way, we can hopefully have Phase 2 negotiations completed before construction starts on Palmy Phase 1 next spring, because that's going to be a full road closure.
Okay.
That's all I have. If you have any questions.
Where's phase 2? Where is that from Old May Ferry up to where phase 1 goes to?
Phase 2 is roughly from Valmont to,
Valmont.
I think it's Lanternite Trailer Court. I'm not sure
Okay.
if I got the name right on that one though.
Thank you. Questions, comments from the council? You guys are easy. Okay. Need a motion and a second for approval of this resolution.
So moved?
Tim? Rodney? Roll call vote, please.
EJ Fleischman,
Yes.
Tim Seidenstricker,
Yes.
Michael Reithmeyer,
Yes.
Rodney Mullins,
Yes.
Troy Blackshear,
Yes.
Matthew Saller,
Yes.
Brad Carey,
Yes.
Michael Rother,
Yes.
8 yeas.
So you guys had a liquor license meeting tonight?
Yes, Rodney has 3.
Yes.
Question, real quick, we'll get motion on this. I meant to ask this at the last meeting, but I just want to check, this is probably done in liquor, and when you meet, the board meets, but have all applicants met their required background checks and compliance requirements?
Yes.
Okay.
It's all part of the
That
application.
never asked, and I was curious. So,
Part of the approval process.
well, I figured that, but I'm asking, and you said yes, so I'm good. I'll make the motion.
They're not approved every year, but they are approved by the managing officer who is in charge. And
Okay.
anytime a managing officer changes, then they have to go through background checks because the managing officer is the one in charge of the
Hmm.
liquor license.
Good.
So anytime that changes, there's a background check, fingerprints, and a whole litany of items they have to submit.
Got it. Thank you.
Thanks.
Make the motion.
Hang tight. So the first thing we have is we need to ratify, what we voted on, 2 weeks ago. There was an event up at Dillon's, in conjunction with one of the other businesses in that plaza. And they requested a license.
Attention.
So, and have people walk around in the parking lot. So that's what it was for. Since we didn't meet, we weren't able to do it as normal. So we did it through email with everyone's approval. So we just need to ratify that vote. So if somebody would like to make a motion to ratify that one.
Michael,
Okay.
was that EJ?
Yeah.
EJ.
EJ Fleischman,
Yes.
Tim Seidenstricker,
Yes.
Michael Reithmeyer,
Yes.
Rodney Mullins,
Yes.
Troy Blackshear,
Yes.
Matthew Soler,
Yes.
Brad Carey,
Yes.
Michael Rother,
Yes.
8 yeas.
Okay, and then we have, for this evening, we have, requesting, approval from the council. For our recommendation to approve 15 additional, licenses from the last meeting, which was May 21st,
This is on their annual renewals.
for annual renewal. So,
No.
there were 15 additional that came in, and so we just need a motion and,
I'll make that motion. I'll second.
Michael. Roll call vote, please.
EJ Fleischman,
Yes.
Tim Seidenstricker,
Yes.
Michael Reithmeyer,
Yes.
Rodney Mullins,
Yes.
Troy Blackshear,
Yes.
Matthew Soler,
Yes.
Brad Carey,
Yes.
Michael Rother,
Yes.
8 yeas.
And then, can I just throw one more thing in, just so everybody knows, there are still 4 remaining. They have until June 30th to get all their paperwork and everything, taken care of. So, obviously, we don't meet before that date. So, we may have to, do something again by email, or we will just, approve them when we have our next meeting. So just kind of keep your eyes open. There are 4 of them outstanding. And so Tammy has reached out to all of them. Just a little extra information.
Okay, that's it?
That's it.
Okay, one more motion, closed session.
Motion to hold a closed session immediately following the city council meeting for the purpose of discussing real estate and personnel pursuant to RSMO 610.021, paragraphs 2 and 3.
I need a motion to go into closed session, folks.
I'll make the motion.
Michael, in a second. Matthew? Roll call vote, please.
EJ Fleischman,
Yes.
Tim Seidenstricker,
Yes.
Michael Reithmeyer,
Yes.
Rodney Mullins,
Yes.
Troy Blackshear,
Yes.
Matthew Soler,
Yes.
Brad Carey,
Yes.
Michael Rother,
Yes.
8 yeas.
Okay. Reports from the mayor and council. I've been gone most of this week. I was up in Michigan with a short vacation. But last Friday, I had it was not Friday, it was Sunday down at Festus Park, Kreitz Park. They had an unusual ceremony down there. The governor authorized some state medals for participants, veteran participants in foreign wars. And had a chance to go down there and meet Brigadier General Bacon from the Missouri National Guard and General retired Frank Grass. He was the chairman, he was a joint chiefs of, he was a member of the Joint Chiefs of Staff for the National Guards. And he's actually from Arnold. He lived down the street from me on Richardson Road for many years till he went away to the Army.
Fox graduate.
Yep, he was. And anyway, he was there. I got to see him several months ago, but he was here for that too. But it was really nice to see some guys. I went down there at the invitation of a friend of mine I used to work with out at Boeing, and he was a staff sergeant in Vietnam, and he got a real nice medal and for being in that conflict. And it was pretty nice. There was a couple hundred people in there. It was a real good time. I think that's a real positive for that new medal that's been authorized. Anyway, that was it. That was what I did on Sunday. So that's it. I don't have really anything else. Gerald, call me tomorrow. We'll meet up. Phone call, didn't care. Okay, all right. Next, Michael.
I really don't have anything, Mayor, except for, this is probably basically for maybe if Anthony could help out with this. I've had several people in my ward say something to me about how tall the grass is there on 141 in Church Road. We don't have, I tell them that's the state. We
It
have
is
nothing
the-
to do with that. So evidently MoDOT is not taking care of their job. The cutting that. I don't know what we can do about it, or if we can make a phone call and see, or, because it's like 2 foot tall.
No, 888, ask MoDOT. Turn in a work ticket.
We'll also make calls.
We can do that.
but It is
Okay.
difficult sometimes.
Jordan Delavarius is our contact. We can get in touch with him as well.
It's like
Anything else?
141 in church, council
Oh,
member.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
the whole, it's a whole median is like that.
Yeah.
Is that all, Mike? Is that all? Okay. EJ?
No report.
Nothing.
Tim?
I'd like to thank James and Public Works. I reached out to him today on a very small matter in one of our Ward 2 subdivisions, and he's on it real quick. So thank you for your promptness on that. Had one other thing.
We can come back to you.
Well, I know we're scheduled to meet July the 2nd,
Mhm.
but since it's so close to the holiday, sometimes those are canceled. So just in case, happy 4th of July to everybody.
Thank you. Michael?
Okay, I'm using this as my teleprompter here, so I'm getting to like this iPad. Thank you, Mayor. I first want to thank Anthony, Sarah Turner, and Tim Dean, the storm water consultant, for following up with the stormwater concerns and maintenance of the retention ponds, which I received from St. John's Crossing HOA, as well as the residents off Rockwood Drive and Telegraph Road. That's Andrea and Mark Hake and their neighbor Barbara excuse me. Each had reached out to me to say they appreciated the site visit by Anthony and his team and their assistance in reviewing and working on a plan to resolve their concerns. So thank you. Secondly, I want to thank Chief Carroll and James for immediately taking care of the safety concerns I received from the Rockwood subdivision residents when I found out the construction workers were parking alongside at Telegraph Road, and it was a blind spot. So there was a lot of close calls, and they also appreciate the quick response, and I want to thank you on that. And also I want to mention a little bit about the MML Elected Officials Training Conference that we attended on June 11th. That was Matt, Brad, and myself, and that was in Columbia, which was very successful with some key topics that included the Sunshine Law, budgeting, planning and zoning, and economic development. And I learned a lot. With that said, one of the most impactful sessions for me was actually the keynote presentation. It was called the Dignity Index. I was intrigued by the keynote speaker. It's Preston Brightwell, and spoke with him afterwards. The framework measures how we engage with one another when we disagree, from levels of contempt to levels of dignity, and offers practical steps to ease divisions, prevent conflict, and solve problems through respectful dialogue. I believe this is a good approach and benefit of the city of Arnold, not because we have a problem, but because with this presentation, we have an opportunity to strengthen collaboration among the council, mayor, staff, and our residents. This Dignity Index provides a constructive language for engagement and helps communities build trust and transparency. Now, I gave a copy to Anthony before the meeting so he can share with the mayor. Just one of my suggestions would be to invite the Dignity Index team to present their program at the City Hall, open to all residents who would like to attend and participate. It would serve as a proactive step forward, reinforcing our shared commitment to communication, respect, and teamwork. Thank you.
Thanks, Mike. Troy?
I just want to send out a thank you to Dave for the restrooms. Talked about it earlier, how by the place set down there at Arnold Park, where my wife and I walked down there a lot and went in there, were nice and clean. Was amazed. The other one was I drove down Lone Dell today.
Wow.
Big change.
It is. If you get a chance, drive down there. Everybody, just drive down there to be amazed at what's happening over there. That's all I got. Thanks.
Thank you. Brad?
Don't want to steal too much of Dave's stuff, but this weekend, of course, we're gonna have a farmer's market as busy as always, but now it's the kids. And then the big thing is come out July 20 or June 27th. I don't know why I say July. June 27th, we're gonna have a massive 4th of July celebration for the 250. There's nothing else around, so please come out, enjoy Arnold, and that's all I have for now.
That's why it was moved up a week this time, so to get more people. Rod?
Yep, just the Veterans Commission meets next week. So we had some members that were gonna be absent this week, so we pushed it back a week. We're actually meeting at the rec center, and I think I hope some of you have seen and heard, but the banners that we're gonna be hanging there on Michigan Avenue, so that's kind of, applications are being received and yeah, I was just saying, I know the last meeting we've had at least 15, so I suspect we're gonna fill Michigan Avenue and have a waiting list for next year. So that's kind of a cool thing. So if you're from Arnold, you live in Arnold, a relative lives in Arnold, reach out if you got questions, but it's pretty cool thing.
So thank you. Staff reports. Mark?
I just wanted to mention that after Rodney, especially the Veterans Committee, I don't know if Rodney saw that Oscar Masters got to fly in a B-25 over Memorial Day. He used to fly B-17s in World War II. So 101 years old, he's a resident of Arnold, still going strong. And he was also on Channel 5 being honored as well. So I just wanted to mention that to get him on record. So I've known him forever. Not 101 years, but I've known him. That's it.
98 years.
That's the B-17, B-25 that's up at Smart Field in St. Charles. Yeah, that was actually repainted at Boeing when I was up there. It was pretty cool. Anthony?
Just a reminder, City Hall is closed tomorrow in observation of Juneteenth. That's all I have.
Tammy?
No report, Mayor.
Chief?
Come join us for popsicles in the park at Arnold City Park. Our police officers are handing out free popsicles from 10:30 to noon on Wednesdays through the month of July. So come see us for a free popsicle.
Kids of all ages?
Yeah.
Okay. Bill is excused. James?
Yeah, like Troy said over there, paving started on phase 2 of Londell. It looks pretty good. What's done. We had a little hiccup yesterday and today where trucks are falling through the pavement, so we got to get that base repair taken care of next week. So part of the road will be paved, part of it won't for about a week, but they'll finish it up as soon as they make those repairs. And then concrete street slab replacement project also started this week in Rosedale.
Yeah, I saw it.
Have the first pour tomorrow.
Very well. Thank you. David?
Yeah, just like what Brad was talking about, the First Children's Entrepreneur Farmers Market. There's 34 kids that will be selling down there, different items, along with our regular vendors. So it'll be busy 8 to noon on Saturday down there. And yeah, next weekend, June 27th, Independence Day. Lots of food trucks, fireworks, eagle pictures. We're going to have a flight down there of an eagle during the national anthem. So lots of fun stuff next weekend.
Starts at 5?
Starts at 5. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Bob? Sarah?
I've got a few things. So I'll get some other smaller business out of the way. So first, I was able to get the Zoom going. It started a few minutes late though. So it started around, I believe, the first speaker. So just so that everyone knows, I got that going. Two, a bit of sad news that I just kind of wanted to acknowledge. We had a longtime employee in the Community Development Department. Our animal control secretary, Judy Griffey, has sadly passed away.
Oh my.
So please, everyone, keep her family in your thoughts.
You just retired a few months back.
2 years ago. Yeah, it's very sad. Very, very sad. And then the item that's on the agenda is the draft of the proposed building code updates. So of course, that was provided in the packet. There has been a minor update. So essentially there was a remnant of some old code that had remained in this draft. Essentially, I'll just read it to you. If any part of the roof requires replacement, the entire roof shall be replaced. EJ actually pointed this out. And both the building commissioner and I agreed that was just a scrivener's error. We didn't mean to leave that in there. So the official draft copy in Tammy's office has been updated, but this is a living document. So of course, I didn't hear any feedback. So the changes that were, kind of initially proposed, they're still being proposed. But if you have any feedback or comments, or at the next work session, you want to bring it up for discussion and make changes, we can absolutely change this. This is a 90-day notice period that there are proposed changes, but it can evolve and shift a little bit as long as it's not too drastic. Of course, we only advertise that we're changing the International Residential Code and the International Property Maintenance Code. So as long as those changes are within those bounds, we're good. But that 90 days starts today. And so then come September, staff will bring you an ordinance with these changes to actually put them into work.
Will you have a copy of that available at the door so somebody can come look at it if they want to?
So it's available with Tammy. But I also have a copy here if anyone wants to see it. It's exactly what you got, just with one thing stricken out.
There you go. Thank you. Is that all?
That's it.
All right, that's the end of our meeting.
Mayor, I just have one other thing. I don't know if anybody here has seen this, but they did another press release today that Anheuser-Busch is putting $20 million into Metal Container here in Arnold to make improvements.
Just to let you know, I did see that press release as well. And we have some contacts with A&B and we reached out. We haven't heard anything back. Of course, as they do any improvements, I'd imagine they'll have to be coming through us for site plan review, for if depending on what they're doing, any zoning approvals. So of course, that might eventually come across your desk as CUPs or whatever it might be, but we'll let you know as those come through.
Thanks for that. And we're going to take a 10-minute recess before closed session. So that's all for the public part of the meeting. So thank you all.
I sent to you. Go out there and catch him.
Yeah, we can't, but if he's going to run off.
When I was actually, I was in there sweet ball game on Monday.
Oh, yeah. I used to go to that sweet. I was all my work.
The National Grocer had all the extra things. We have retail and grocery here. Then
I wonder where you were down there.